Now this one is the example for cache memory. Some example, let's see, we will see about Motorola 68040 cache, then ARM and Pentium 3 and 4. Little bit about what information, what are the differences in them. This one is the first one, Motorola 68040 cache. So in this Motorola 1600, it has two caches on the processor chip. One is for instruction and one is for data. And in data, data cache can be either write back or write through protocol. Now in this processor, the cache is of 4 kilobyte with having 4-way set associative organization. Let me take that. 4-way, each 4-way means each set's having 4 blocks in with this. uh, 4 block, and so that if we divide the 64 4 kilobytes to 4 blocks, so we will get 64 sets will be there, each having with each having 4 with each having 16 bytes in every one. 16 bytes, like the each these lines having the 4 bytes. That means 32 which a word is there in each line. And they are also can be accessed directly. One data and 3 and 4 all are accessible directly, can access. So that to access these address bus is size of this one is 22 bits for tag bits and 6 for set bits, and 4 for these 16 bytes, 4 bits. So you can see that starting with here, these 6 bits are used for every set. So that you can see that there is a set 00, and this set can access all these 4 blocks. So it is every block address is here, only 4 blocks will be accessible because address is only pointed out to these first 4. Then next is this one. Next is these 22 bits for the tag, and these 24 bits will be compared with everyone with these 4, like this, compare these are equal to or not. If someone is equal to, let's say 00 bf2 is here, and this is comparative with here, compared with here bf2. So if it is equal, yes it is equal, then and then yes, so it will check hit means it will check through this valid bit. We have studied about the valid bit and dirty bit. So what is valid bit? Valid bit tells is there any data is there or not, and dirty bit is there whatsoever the data inside is replaced or something it is changed. So that's why what dirty bits is there. So valid bits only tell is there any data or not, if it is blank or something else. So valid bits is so that only one bit is there for every block, and dirty bits for every long word, that is for 30 bit first. So this we will end for this comparison solution, and with this tell us about the hit is there. So let's say hit is there, valid bit is high, and next thing is this one is 4 bit cell, which byte will need to access, processor need to access. This one is, let's say, 8th. So because we have 4 in one row, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, so in third row first element is of processor want to access. So this one go, Now in this data cache can be either write back or write through protocol under the control of operating system software. Now let's see next one. Not Do not go beyond this one. This one is ARM for ARM, and ARM family is a very efficient RISC type architecture is used, and they are low cost and low power consumptions are there, and it has a single cache for both instruction and data, and like previously we see both are different. They made differently because of what type of write through policy you want to use, या फिर write back policy you want to use for data written back to the memory. So because of there are no change in instructions, so that one is easier part, because we don't a processor don't want to change anything in instruction, but there may be change in data cache. So architecture is slightly different, so they make something different for different. But in here, oh, what is this? Spelling is mistake here. So here in ARM, both are in at the same cache, same memories. Cache memories are located for instruction and data, and because of single memory using, so it has the advantage of it is simple, because only one type of architecture we are using, either change it or either not change it. So it is depend on what type of instruction you are using. So it also having a four-way associative cache. One block is 16 bytes, similarly like previously, and previously also used random algorithm, replacement algorithm. Here also we are using random replacement algorithm, where we use random replacement algorithm to change the data or to replace the previous data, so that new data can come and used by the processor. So there are random replacement algorithm used. It is the simplest algorithm. Now let's see, next one is Pentium 3. The important change is here with respect to previous ARM and Motorola processor 68000 is here we are using two types of caches, two level of caches, that is L1 and L2. So L1 will have L1 is divided in two parts, that is the first one is instruction cache and data cache. Both are of 16 kilobyte. Also both are data cache is of four-way set associative. This one is four-way set associative, and this one is two-way set associative. Next is not so much important here. There are different types of versions for also there Pentium 3, like Katmai, like a L2 cache can be implemented external in the processor chip, and as is done in the Pentium 3 version in Katmai, and in this case the cache contain 512 kilobytes and is implemented using SRAM memory. Also four-way associative we also use it in that version, and it uses either the write back and write through protocol, programmable on the per block basis. Cache bus is of 64 bits wide. Improvement in VLSI technology have made it possible to integrate L2 cache on the processor chip. This was done in Pentium 3 version known as Coppermine. In this case, cache size was 256 kilobyte, and it was 8-way associative used, and L2 cache is on the processor chip. It is possible to use wider 256 cache bus, 256 bit cache bus. Now let's see, next one is Pentium 4. Previously we see the Pentium 3 having a 2 level cache. Here Pentium 4 having 3 level of cache memory. L1 cache having consists of separate data and instruction caches. The data cache has a capacity of 8 kilobytes, organized in a 4-way set associative manner, and each block has 64 byte. Previously in diagram we send we see the in the Motorola was there were 16 bytes, 16 bytes in every block. Here it is 64 bytes. And write through policy is used for writing the cache writing to the cache, and integer data can be accessed from the data cache into 2 clock cycles. Pentium 4 chips can use clock signals in excess of 1.3 gigahertz, which means that the data can be accessed in less than 2 nanoseconds. The instruction cache do not hold normal machine instruction. Instead, it holds already decoded version of instruction. L2 cache is unified cache with the capacity of 256 kilobytes and organized in 8-way set associative manner. Each of its block comprise 128 byte. Previously we sent in L1 it was 64, here in L2 it is 128. Write back policy is used here. Let me remind you what is write back. Write back is a policy when something in change in the data, so it must be right in memory, or it is divided by the processor with the help of OS operating system when to write in memory, because there are the levels of caches also. First we need to write in cache and then write to memory. So write back is we write it in this cache and forget about that, but whenever we go to when the processor need to replace that particular block, so we have to write back to the memory the data if there is a dirty bit high. That is the difference. And write through policy was in net write through, whenever data change, it will be written in the cache memory and immediately it will be go to the cache main memory. Both L1 and L2 caches are implemented on the processor chip in this Pentium 4 cache, and the architecture also allows for inclusion of on-chip L3 cache, and however the cache is not implemented in the Pentium 4 chips targeted for the desktop computers. It is intended for the processor chips used in server systems. So this is the part of types of cache used in processors. It is important to know what are the what changes we can do, and what already did by the companies. So next topic was performance consideration. Next topic will be performance consideration, in which we will study about how to hit rate and miss rate will be calculated, interleaving concepts. Now this is all for this video. We will meet in next. Thank you.